Well, Davy Martins, I assume that by the fact that we are on the moon, that you have failed in your attempt to break your workers.
It's ongoing, but we are here to find a bus.
A bus?
Yes. I read in the Daily Sport that one was left here some years ago. I need a bus to highlight the "Get on the Bus" campaign that I'm running to promote good employee relations.
What do you mean?
I've started a campaign called "Get on the Bus." It's a metaphor to promote everyone to go in the same direction.
Is it working?
No.
Then why do it?
I've told our workers that once this little relationship hiccup is behind us, we all still need to work together. After all, we are going to need them to carry on making copious amounts of profit for us. In this spirit, I've come up with this patronizing campaign, even though the workers have made fun of it and told me to get on the bus on my own.
Why do you think you should persevere with the campaign then?
When I was leaving site to the sound of the Imperial March from Star Wars, I heard someone shout, "We ain't getting on your bus, pal." The fact that he called me pal suggests that he sees me as a friend. If I can start with him, maybe they'll all decide I'm not such a bad guy and decide to get on my bus.
I think calling you pal may have been sarcasm. Although if they liked Star Wars so much, maybe they'll be glad you're on the moon.
Haha.
Wouldn't it have been cheaper to just buy a bus instead of traveling all the way to the moon?
No. Don't be foolish. That's not the way we do things at Edmonton. For example, we could have just committed to a one-year deal and saved ourselves all the strike action. Instead, we dug our heels in for what we wanted, then banned all their overtime, and filled the positions with contract labor that costs significantly more. That is straight out of the Davy Martins book of Good People Management.
But doesn't that just mean that the money the company claims not to have was there all along, and that you'd rather spend it on contract and agency labor instead of giving your workers a decent pay rise?
No.
No?
No. They know that I just didn't want them to be tired after all the strike action. If they did overtime too, they'd be exhausted, so I employed agency and contract labor to prevent them from exhaustion. That too is from the Davy Martins book of Good People Management.
But didn't they lodge a grievance because you banned their overtime?
They did. I got my good friend from another side to come down and hear the grievance, and I made sure he sided with me and told them their grievance was denied. That way, I continue to get my own way, which is the most important thing at the end of the day.
Right. Well, shall we go and look for the bus?
Yes, follow me. The lady in red is dancing with me. Cheek to cheek, there's nobody here. It's just you and me. It's where I wanna be. But I hardly know this beauty by my side. Never forget the way you look tonight.